Good evening, everyone, and thank you for coming back to, of course, Deb Chanel's 48th World, where we do the recaps and reviews on the bold and the beautiful. Today, as any other day during the week when we're watching the bold and the beautiful, we're in the midst of betrayal, sex, lies, manipulation, greed, power, and deceit and lust. And then we have to dip and dab with infidelity issues here and there. But it's all surrounded and founded on love and family. Okay, that's all that matters. But it was a very good episode today. I'm peeping game with the writers and what they're trying to start and have a longevity storyline by incorporating more of the younger generation of the Forrester clan taking over. And of course, Rusty Dusty and Logan's Run, as well as Papa Bear and Mama Bear. And we might well go on and cast Thorn out and Felicia and everybody else because they're in age and they should be really enjoying the fruits of their hard labor. So it's interesting how they have the younger crew trying to take over and infiltrate the company like their parents did, or other siblings, of course, in the Forrester family. So I'm good with that storyline, and I'm ready to press forward with what they really ready to give me upcoming episodes. That was really, really good. And when I had to digest it and look at the bigger picture, then just looking at what they really give us as what do you call it, impulsive type scenes that they give us, and some heart pumping scenes and heartfelt warm scenes. So I had to dig a little deeper on where the writers was going with all these different storylines and all these little intricate pieces they're putting together to kind of have some infighting into the real line of Foresters. What do you call it, legacy, or the children that are growing up through these um, family members and their offspring. Okay, so let's go back. We're recapping from last Friday's episode. Got Logan's Run and Rusty Dusty kissing on each other as usual. Then we have Mama Bear still talking to Black Widow about being the legacy of Forrester Creations. Black Widow is not buying it still. She's still on the fence. She's straddling. Then we have Papa Bear tells Spencer Man, in his humble opinion, Black Widow will be in his corner. He just have to keep pressing forward with her and not taking no and fighting for her. He's just telling Spencer Man to stay the course. You know what I'm saying? Just like being in a yacht or a fast ship on the what do you call it? A cruise liner. Foraging in the seas and stuff, trying to get to their destination. And, they're kind of like impaired a little bit. Maybe an engine is not working properly or got a leak somewhere. And they just need to stay focused, stay positive, and stay at the big picture. Okay, so that's pretty much what he was saying. Stay the course, man. Stay the course. And you should soon shall repair and get back what was taken from you. Okay? So anyway, we go from there. We have Bozo the Clown and T Dot or make a small talk conversation about, of course, the mess up between Logan's Run and Dollar Dollar Bill and the upset in the Spencer clan at this time. Then we have Rusty Dusty tells Logan's Run, let's get out of here. See, he's already thinking with the wrong head. All right, but she was ready to give it up too. And I'm glad they took it to the house, didn't stand up there messing up furniture that people got to come and sit on and have business meetings. And, they have the inside joke that, yeah, we don't sleep on this, we don't sleep on that. And they just sitting all in our mess. To just, give you a visual on that. I know it's kind of disturbing. I had to, like, stop thinking in that way too. I'm like, kill the visual, Lord, kill the visual. But anyway, he wants Logan Run's key. He telling her to give him like a half hour, to get things set up. And she's kind of intrigued, like, what is he gonna do in my house? What is he doing? But she's loving every minute of it. She gives him the key and he runs on out the door. We leave that situation. We go to T Dot and Bozo the Clown, still making nonsense small talk. Ain't no sense of really going on anything because the writers could have left that out. But I know they have to like play up other parts. They have to have, many well, not a mini, but just little episodes that kind of just keep the storyline going until the bigger one come up. It's kind of like leading you to the big explosion or the real piece of this episode that you want to take part of, and it leaves you with coming back for more. So all the stuff they had with T Dot and Bozo the Clown today, just total foolishness. You can go get you some milk and cookies, or some steak and fries or whatever you want to munch on with the stores when they always have them doing it. It's time for commercial, but it's not really a commercial ad. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we go back to Black Widow and Spencer Man. They're talking with one another about the proposal that Mama Bear had presented to her. Spencer Man noticed Black Widow is not wearing her ring finger tattooed is coming, like fading off because the treatments are working real well. So he's kind of like, I thought we could like have the rings fade as we grow old together and this, that, and the third. But, he's always going to be his hopefully romantic. But he's going to get her back. I told y'all. But the writers write in, it's just temporary. When you got a boring storyline with putting two, well, they say opposites attract, but sometimes you need that go getter mentality in your mate as well. And Bozo the Clown and Black Widow, they are on two different levels when it comes to business strategies. They're more in sync, meaning Spencer Man and Black Widow are more in sync with getting that money because they're in that power, that greed, that way of building an organization. And then, on the fruits of labor, they love to enjoy themselves. And Bozo the Clown ain't all about that. So like I said, it was very futile for them, the writers, to put them back together because they don't mesh well. We in life, we really take 90% of our time trying to build a life of sustainability and security. And that's material wealth and, things of that nature, and we spend the other percentage, with the 10%, enjoying the fruits of our labor. So it's a lot of hard work out there. You spend most of your time in the grind and not really paying attention to what really matters, and that's love, and that's compassion, and that's trying to be humble and do the right thing for everybody, for the human race. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't think that way. They think about themselves, their family, and what they can get out of it, and they don't care about anything else. That's just how society has gotten these days. So that's why I'm like, okay, they're not a good mix because that's not what Bozo the Clown enjoys. He enjoys helping the environment, helping low income people. He just wants a beautiful world. But right now we have more of go getters, greediness, and power that's tipping the scales of justice and equality for everybody. And Dollar Bill, Spencer Man, and Black Widow are on that same train. You know what I'm saying? They want the legacy left so they can always have money and power in one location of family. You know what I'm saying? Or in families of that nature. They don't want to do the other part of philanthropy and helping out the underdog unless it's a charity. Big write off for them. Other than that, they're concerned, but on a lower scale than what Bozo the Clown want to invest his time in. That's why I said it's very futile to keep thinking that Bozo the Clown and Black Widow are gonna stay together because they can't. It's in their DNA. They don't mesh. Okay, the proof is in the pudding, in other words. But anyway, we go back to Papa Bear and Mama Bear. They're talking about each other and their talks that they had with each individual, meaning Black Widow was talking to her grandfather and Quinn at same, different times. And then we were looking at Papa Bear talking to Wyatt, and Quinn was discussing, putting them both together, but doing a lot of manipulating. So I'm thinking, okay, now Black would already see the end result that Mama Bear wants to see for her son Spencer Man and her getting back together. But yet there's a dangling carrot that's putting her to the forefront, where she's making and controlling a lot of Forrester Creations new stuff that's coming out and will be coming out under her direction and her leadership. And she's like, oh, okay, okay, yeah, 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 she getting tongue twisted now. It ain't all about love, okay? You see what I'm saying? Them don't match the mesh part is what I'm saying, because she's all about that dollar, that greed, that power, and solidifying herself and maybe her children one day as well. and it's up in her ego because she wants to be a woman in power running a $1 billion organization, and it has her logo and her face all over it. So she's like, do I really want to still be involving myself with Bozo the Clown? If it's love, that's all, that's all do I need. It's going to satisfy me all my life, to be with the man I want, but then I'm losing out on being the woman I want to be in the business world and solidify myself. Ooh, such choices. You know what I'm saying? And she's really into Bozo the Clown. She knows this is a pretty much setup, but she can win. It's a win-win because she never had any problems with Spencer Man, not really. And since it doesn't seem like Mama Bear is going anywhere and everybody has truly accepted her, and she hadn't done anything outrageous to think that she's not going to be there for her grandfather. She's really, really rethinking the situation. So, I mean, okay, what are you going to tell Blackwood? What are you going to tell Bozo the Clown? Because the whole idea of it is for you to get back with Spencer Man. Okay, it could have not really been your time to shine and take over the company, but since desperate measures, there comes desperate times. We have to step our game up sooner than later. So basically, they're really manipulating you. Yes, they are for their good and for your good. You just don't realize it at this time, or the writer's not trying to realize it at the time by letting y'all have this fictitious storyline of trying to be together, meaning you and Bozo the Clown. However, it does come with stipulations. They are really pushing, meaning Papa Bear and Mama Bear, for Spencer Man and Black Widow to get back together. And he's really, nobody's being secretive about it, about their ulterior motives. And she's going wide open with what's being played out for her. So she can't really blame Mama Bear anymore. She had to put on her big girl drawers and walk in them and stand in them. You know what I'm saying? So it's really have definitely, I'm glad the writers put that spin in there to make her choose. You're either going to go for destiny, love, or you're going to go for power and prestige, and you still have a good man and a man that really loves your dirty draws. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what she chooses. And I'm not a betting woman, but I'm more than likely she's gonna blame anybody, but she's gonna take that position. You know what I'm saying? And well, we're just gonna leave Bozo the Clown out there because, like I said, he's Bozo the Clown. He don't know no better. He just like that man told him, he can't be with nobody. He ain't found nobody to tame his behind. Okay, which I think Hope could have tamed him, but that's too far and fetched. And I don't even know if she really want to come back on the show except for making guest appearances. But who knows? Because the ship is sinking for them too. It's already there's a water hole spouting, and they taking in a lot of water in their little somewhat consummation about getting back together. But we knew that wasn't gonna last, so I tried to tell y'all that wasn't gonna last. All right. Well, we move on from that situation because, like I said, if she's gonna take the position as being the new face of Forrester and the new leadership of her being solid and solidified in the CEO position, she's gonna have to give up Bozo the Clown. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Um, it's kind of like subliminally given to her, but hey, it is what it is. So we may be seeing a new power company for the Forrester Creations legacy, or the on the bold and the beautiful anyway. Okay, we leave that situation. We go to commercial. We have Bozo the Clown offers T Dot a beer, and they're two they two jokesters. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing really to say about them. Like I said, we didn't have to really see them. We go on to Black Widow again and Spencer Man. They're talking about the position she Mama Bear had proposed to Black Widow, and Spencer Man don't see anything wrong with it. He know the underlying motives, but the mother's making it very clear. And sooner or later, um Papa Bear's going to drive it on home for her, or he has driven home for her in her mind to just think about it. She don't want this. She's going off impulse, and that's impulses kills the curiosity of the cat. You know what I'm saying? So she really need to get on board. Stop messing around like she's some little uh first time starting off at an entry level type thinking way of thinking in the business world and her personal life. She needs to really step her game up to be good, seeing good in my book again. But anyway, we go back to Mama Bear. Mama Bear is discussing the idea with Papa Bear about letting Black Widow become the new future Forrester Creations. And Papa Bear seems, he don't saw through the scheme. He already know what's going on, but he pretty much was devising a plan of his own upstairs when he was talking to Spencer Man about not letting Black Widow go. Fight for her. Fight for her. That's what we was just saying. I see your passion. I trust you. And I like you better than Liam. Liam is a punk, but he's a nice punk and a gentleman. So I can't take that from him. But he ain't the one for my granddaughter. You are the one to stand up and fight. So that's pretty much what he told her. And he wants to see them back together, as well as Mama Bear. She would be very, very happy. So they're tossing that ideal around. We go to commercial. We come back. We have Black Widow is saying Mama Bear is being very clever about setting her up. Black Widow is talking this to Spencer Man. And he's not buying it. He said, to me, it looked like a win-win situation. I wasn't a bad spouse to you. I pretty much really helped you, developed you in so many ways, and not, what do you call it, stagger you from achieving any of your goals. But I will protect you and, take care of you. And this is true. And of course, she knows she cannot say anything. It was just her impulse, her jumping around, trying to chase after her destiny, and this is who they supposed to be with type of scenario. But she forgets that she's a businessman. I mean, a businesswoman at heart. So I'm like, get it together, Steffi, or leave it alone altogether. And see, I even said Steffi, but I like Black Widow better. But time would change. Time would tell whether she gets her name back from my mouth, speaking out to you all on this recap of the show. Okay, but like I said, Spencer Man is telling her it's a win-win situation, but it's up to you. Nobody's making a decision for you. Nobody is pressuring you. These are your decisions, and you're gonna have to live with them. And that's pretty much what Papa Bear was telling her too. Then we have Papa Bear is talking. He comes in and he talks with Black Widow about running the company, and she's in total awe. It's like, oh well, okay, Mama Bear don't talk you into it because she's been manipulative and this that. And he's like, shut up. Stop playing the victim. That don't even suit you well. Stand in your own truth. Stand in your own draws. And I'm asking you to run the company. Be the future of Forrester Creations. And I got my sign, mind and body. Hell, I don't want to be there. I'd rather be at home, touring the world. And I want to take Mama Bear with me. But I want to know my company is in good hands. And I do not trust Rusty Dusty. That is a firm no. Not gonna happen. And she's talking about, well, okay, but I have some of his same ideas. He said, but you hadn't let your heart gotten that hardened where you can't see anything but rage and revenge. Because you did come around, you did the little thing with Thanksgiving, and you was very pleasing and personable, and even somewhat tolerable. And I admire that in you. And you did it for me. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but it was authentic, and I'm glad. You showed some kindness to my wife. So if you could change, I know you can be the new leader of my company. Okay. So she's just like, she's pretty much doubting herself because she not, I guess nobody really put her in a light that she could be seen this way because it was taken from her, so prematurely and this, that, and the third. But, it's really giving it back to her with the silver lining on her to repair her marriage, be faithful to what she said she wanted to instead of looking out another change and getting booty calls from Bozo the Clown because it's not real. It's really not real. They're not compatible because they don't have too many ups and downs. Kind of like Rusty Dusty and Logan's Run. And we already know how that's going to end because Rusty Dusty's going to get tired and he's not going to want to be tied down because if he really, really loved her, the writers would have had him instead of him running off today, getting the house together and trying to, recreate past memories. He should have been rushing her to the nearest courthouse, solidifying their marriage, and then going on at least a month honeymoon. Now that's doing a doggone thing, but it is what it is. Okay. Then we have Logan's Run. She done made it home just to seeing what pretty much Rusty Dust has done for her. And he's recreated some past scene where he came back to her and all of these pink rose petals was everywhere. And oh, honey, the only thing that was on Rusty Dust's mind was getting back into her drawers. Okay. And it was just crazy. Anyway, he was just lust filled, and she was too, and she gave in, and they made beautiful, lustful sex. I ain't gonna say it was love, but anyway, it is what it is. Go to commercial, we come back. We have Liam looking at a picture of him and Black Widow, and he wants their marriage so bad. I'm like, keep wanting it, keep fantasizing, because it's not gonna happen. Then we have Black Widow is doubting Mama Bear's intentions, her motives. And really, it's just like you're insecure, Black Widow. You've been put to step your game up, and you're not really ready to run it alone. And you're not gonna be alone because, hey, Spencer Man backed up Mama Bear when it was time to do the right thing, and he's still loving on you so deeply, and he's gonna do the right thing by you. And for it's over with, you're gonna see you should have been with him and not doing all this ridiculousness with going trying to get back something you felt was taken from you. It's time for you to grow up, stand in your own truth, and stop being like Logan's Run, running from man to man to man, think it's gonna be better. He's gonna be easier. He's not gonna make you do certain things. Like grow up and face the music. Okay, stop living your privileged life. Okay, and get down with the nitty gritty and do what you need to do. Live life, be prosperous, be well, and whatever spot used to say on Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we go back to Papa Bear. He tells Black Widow to don't throw Spencer Man and their marriage away. Fight for it. Did you really not mean your vows, even though you felt you were being manipulated? Was definitely still not true. You was fake with your marriage vows. You were fake wanting to be Mrs. Wyatt Spencer. Come on, take a look at yourself and stop playing victim. This is not you. It's not a good look. Grow up. So that's pretty much how he had dug into his granddaughter and telling her, take the position, honey, take the position and move on with your life and don't end your marriage, okay? Then we go to the last and final scene. We have Rusty Dusty and Logan's Run. They have solidified or consummated their lustful event. Because, like I said, he should have took her behind straight to the courthouse. They didn't need to have any more weddings. I definitely don't want to see any more weddings between them two. And it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And of course, they're talking about old times, destiny, the family, the room they shared prior to him moving out, trying to get with Katie, her sister, sweet, sweet Katie. Y'all remember that? And that never went nowhere because he was still acting crazy. Uh, and like I said, this is what it is. And they're talking about what they share together. And he's talking about, oh, my Logan. She told me, yes, I'm your Logan. I'm like, yes, you his fool, okay? And will always remain being his fool. Um, because he should have gave you the wedding ring of his past mother or deceased mother, Stephanie. But I don't see that running around after you don't got your goodies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tired of Rusty Dust talking about the old times and this, that, and the third. He just need to grow up himself and stop being a privileged playboy and commit and mean that. And like I said, I'm tired of seeing him trying to run the company, but it's going to be a mess when Steffi gonna come out, his child, okay, gonna come out and want to take over. And what he gonna do to her? He gonna find dirt on her and push her out. He's gonna blackball her in some ways. He's not gonna cooperate. Like Rusty Dusty, Rusty Dusty. But y'all, that was my take on the Bold and the Beautiful for Monday, December 5th, 2016. Look forward to talking with you again tomorrow, which will be the 6th, God willing, on more recaps and reviews of the Bold and the Beautiful. You all be blessed. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you then. Bye bye.